is a Storm Team Alert, certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And a very good Friday morning to you. Pulaski looking like a real-life snow globe this morning. It has been coming down. Snowfall rates as much as 1 to 2 inches per hour in spots in central and northern Oswego County and up in the Tug Hill. At least 8 to 9 inches of snowfall in Pulaski. I heard from a weather watcher in Redfield checking in with a foot of snow and counting. Oswego, you had a little bit of snow. We showed you a snowy view right around 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning, but now that band has lifted just north of the port city. You can really see it out over the lake now that we're getting closer to sunrise here. It's 18 degrees. It feels like 5. This is as warm as it gets today. I wish I were kidding, but that's not the case. We have an even colder air mass on the way. We are starting your morning near 20 and ending the day around 10 degrees, and wind chills are dropping below 0, and that's where they will stay for the next 24 to 36 hours minimum. We have some dangerously cold temperatures. We have the extreme cold warnings up north, the advisories for everyone else, and we're still dealing with lake effect snow. This colder air coming out of Canada blowing over wide open lakes. They are not frozen over at all. Lake Ontario doesn't freeze over, and this is still keeping lake effect going. We have a spray of lighter lake effect snow showers from Lake Erie from Syracuse south. We've had reports in the Finger Lakes of a couple of inches overnight, so watching out for some fresh snow cover in some spots. But this is where we're seeing a lot of the heavy stuff right over from Pulaski into Redfield, Montague, and into parts of Lewis County. So really being careful in those areas. You're having near whiteout conditions, significant snowfall going on there, and another 3 to 6 inches on top of the 6 to 12 that you've already picked up today. And notice how Syracuse is included in the light blue. Now, we don't have 1 to 3 inches now, but that lake effect heads for us down in the Salt City by the end of the day. Let me show you that on the timecast. And so our winds are favorable for the lake effect to stay in Oswego County and south in the Finger Lakes this morning. After about 1, 2 o'clock or so, things start to move southbound. We're getting a shift in the wind here that's going to bring that snow down towards Syracuse in the thruway corridor for the evening commute. And this is when temperatures really begin to fall off. We're around 10 degrees this evening, wind chills falling below 0, and we keep going down from there. We wake up tomorrow morning, the air temperature is 10 to 15 or colder below 0 up north. That's not the wind chill, that's air temperature. 0 or below from Syracuse and the Finger Lakes. Still some lingering lake effect snow showers, but wind chills anywhere from 10, 20, 30 below, depending on where you are. Now, the good news for Saturday, it's not a lot of snow to slow you down for anything. It's just, it's really, really cold. So if you have any plans to be out and about, just really make sure that you're being smart. Bundling up all the layers. Of course, you know, but your pets, they don't need to be outside longer than they need to do their business. So please be careful about that. Let's talk about Sunday real quick. This is the big elephant in the room, what everyone is talking about, this big monster storm, okay? What it means for us here in central New York, this is a good old classic snowstorm for us, okay? It's arriving between about 10 and noon on Sunday, and then we are in it all Sunday afternoon, all Sunday night, all the way into Monday morning. Not really letting up until we get to about lunchtime on Monday, and we're in that ballpark of a foot of snow for everyone, give or take. A little bit less up north, a little bit more down south. So just keep that in mind. After that, we're just kind of back to our classic and a little bit of lake effect, a couple of clippers, and we're keeping it cold. Temperatures in the teens, overnight lows, single digits next week.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.